Hunters, welcome back. Sunbreak has officially dropped. Now I'm still making my way through the Sunbreak content, and I've decided to update you guys with specific skill videos instead of one long video, just because the Kinsect Slash is actually turning out to be something really fun and amazing. I'm really in love, guys, like actually I am. A quick note here that I will be reviewing all the other skills as I progress through Sunbreak this week, so thank you guys for supporting the videos, and keep an eye out all of this week. So, for those of you new to Sunbreak or Rise, Kinsect Slash is a regular switch skill that replaces the jumping advancing slash. For those of you familiar with Insect Glaive, this is our staple helicopter kind of move. It's the attack that lets us fly through the air. Now, I've always enjoyed this attack, but the main things that have always bothered me is that number one, it's a very wide attack. It'll probably hit multiple hitboxes. Number two, it takes a long time in the air and it leaves you vulnerable. And number three, your highest dealing damage attack is always the final hit, which after 5 spins, if you miss that 6th attack, you've missed some good damage and you don't vault back into the air, which can be a pain for faster moving monsters. That's always dropped the efficiency of this attack, and it's one of the primary reasons Aerial Glaive isn't the meta for Insect Glaive. Now don't get me wrong, it's still fun as hell. I don't really care about the meta, it's still fun as hell and I'll do it all the time. However, Kinsect Slash has actually addressed and solved these issues for me. It replaces the wide, inaccurate, and imprecise attack with a very precise and accurate aerial skill. The jumping advancing slash flies you through the air in a certain direction while descending, but it doesn't give you much control. The Kinsect Slash, however, gives you a lot of aerial flexibility with the ability to redirect yourself from any point in space, which in turn makes this attack very precise and accurate to deal damage. So, let's start with the breakdown. The Kinsect Slash is a 2-hit attack, while the Jumping Advancing Slash is a 6-hit attack. Motion value wise, the final hit of the Kinsect Slash actually deals more damage than the final hit of the Jumping Advancing Slash, but the Advancing Slash does have literally 4 more attacks. So overall, you will be dealing more damage from a single Jumping Advancing Slash than a single Kinsect Slash. However, this is with a few assumptions. Number one, that you have to land all 6 shots on the same critical body part. If the monster is moving around, this most likely will not happen, and a few of your hits may even hit parts that are not critical or have bad hit zones, bringing your damage down. Number 2, the time to execute. The Jumping Advancing Slash takes almost twice as long to actually execute compared to the Kinsect Slash. And finally, number 3 is your choice of Kinsect, and I'll explain this one a little bit later when we get to the Kinsect section later in this video. So overall, my opinion on the Kinsect Slash is that it is a more consistent damage aerial skill than the Jumping Advancing Slash. The next cool feature of the Kinsect Slash is that in addition to the damage, your Kinsect will actually pick up the extract from the body you connect with until the red extract has been obtained. Now this is a strange lock design, but essentially it rewards you for gaining yellow and white first, but once you gain red, the Kinsect Slash actually stops picking up extracts until the red timer ends. Now, I think this could be useful in emergency situations where your red runs out while you're mid-aerial combo, but more particularly, it's designed to be comboed with the Awakened Kinsect attack, which uses all your extracts instantly to deal massive damage. Now, on top of all of this, if you don't already know, Insect Glaive has charge levels in the air. This means your damage gets buffed every time you vault dance in the air with a maximum of 3 levels. Kinsect Slash continues this pattern by giving us a vault dance after the attack completes, and that's kind of expected since it's a switch skill with the Jumping Advanced Slash. But it's just good to note. And overall, what this means for Aerial Glaive is that using the Kinsect Slash will help you level up your aerial damage much faster, since it is a quicker move and much easier to aim, thus ensuring that you will land that final hit to cause the vault dance and level up your aerial damage. But wait, there's more! Another cool perk that comes with this skill is that the Kinsect Slash actually transforms all Kinsects into a mini assist Kinsect for this attack. So alongside your 2 main hits, your Kinsect will inflict damage, which will either be blunt or sever depending on your Kinsect type. Now this is particularly huge for all other Kinsects except assist Kinsects, because it's really letting us use the benefits of assist Kinsects while applying it to other Kinsects while using the Aerial Glaive. Powdered Kinsects can still be flying around the monster, and when you initiate this attack, the Kinsect comes straight to you and damages. If there are any dust clouds, they explode in the area as well. Speed Kinsects as well, they will launch their blue charge damage into the monster without doing any other moves or inputs from you. I think this is really amazing, and it really confirms what I felt from the demo, that Capcom is focusing on empowering the other Kinsects. My recommendation here, run a blunt speed Kinsect with a charge chain attack. If you haven't seen my Kinsect video, basically the charge chain attacks is a Kinsect bonus that enables charged Kinsects to do 4 back-to-back hits instead of 1 single hit when they're sent to a target. Now why I recommend this Kinsect is because if you pair it with the Kinsect Slash, anytime you use the Kinsect Slash, those 4 Kinsect attacks are going to do extra damage on the monster without any extra motions or inputs from you. In addition, the skill also returns the Kinsect automatically to you, so you don't even need to worry about recalling it to recharge. This honestly might be my main pair for aerial hunts in Sunbreak. And it's also important to remember that sending your Kinsect out in battle also acts as an animation cancel, just like the Kinsect recall. Now of course, every attack and skill has a downside to it. For the Kinsect Slash, the primary con is that it is a strictly horizontal moving attack. What I mean by this is that you cannot move up or down with the attack when you aim at the monster. What you need to do is let your hunter fall closer to the ground before initiating the attack. If you wait too long, you're going to land on the ground and your aerial combo will be over. But if you're too quick, you'll neum right over the monster's head. So it's not an attack that you can immediately initiate when you're launched into the air. You got to be very precise and accurate with the attack. Now that we've talked about the pros and cons, I want to mention my thoughts on which skills this pairs well with. Probably the best combination that I see is using the Kinsect Slash with the ground advancing round slash and the diving wyvern wirebug. Now the reason I say the advancing round slash is because that's the Insect Glaive's counter. It launches you into the air and immediately gives you level 1 aerial charge. Now in MHRise, from this point on, what you would have to do is either would execute the diving wyvern wirebug if you didn't have a lot of time before the monster moved, or you would use the jumping advancing slashes to get aerial charge 2 and then 3, and then use the diving wyvern. Because of how long jumping advancing slash usually took, getting to aerial charge 3 was a little bit more risky and not entirely worth the time. With the Kinsect Slash, I am finding that this shaves off just enough time to make getting to level 3 actually more worth it. Additionally, because you have more aerial control and you can bounce over monsters and still redirect yourself with the Kinsect Slash, this also makes it slightly more safer to use than the jumping advancing slash. So that's my main recommendation for you guys. If you guys use it in another way, please let me know in the comments below. I always want to try new things. Now the final note I want to make about this skill is the finisher move. The Enhanced Insect Spiker is a forward downward 3-hit dive attack that replaces the strictly vertical downward spin. Since the Kinsect Slash throws you a bit outward, they have given us the Enhanced Insect Spiker to bring us back to the monster. It can be used after a minimum of 1 Kinsect Slash after you have gained the red extract. Now in comparison to the Jumping Advanced Slash, this attack is a little bit more precise, nailing 2 specific body parts as you dive down. The first hit can hit a head or anything above the monster, and the final 2 hits will hit anything on the lower body parts as you reach the ground. So it's slightly different. Generally speaking, I think this is again a slightly more accurate attack, although it's not as precise as the diving wyvern attack. So the only place I would really use this attack is if the monster is still moving around and you know it's too dangerous to use the diving wyvern, which has a long animation lock after the attack lands. And that's my breakdown of the Kinsect Slash. I'm absolutely in love with this attack. I haven't really done any heroics runs with it yet, so I can't say if it'll be the new meta or not, but 100% it makes aerial glaives so much more entertaining and satisfying to me. So let me know in the comments, guys, what you guys think of this attack and how you're faring with it. I will be putting out more videos on the other glaive attacks this week as I continue to progress through Sunbreak. So thank you guys so much for always watching and supporting the videos. Please give this video a like if it helped you out, if you enjoyed it, and I will catch you in the next one, guys. Stay safe, be happy, and keep hunting. Sky Sensei is out.